Can mindset coaching work if I've tried everything else? Now, I know a lot of people watching and listening to this will have tried a lot of other things first. You've hired the coach, you've read the self-development books, you've created the daily morning ritual, but you still feel stuck. Maybe some of this stuff did even work for a while, and then it wore off. I completely understand that you may feel a little skeptical or unsure if this is the right path for you. I see many clients who come to me as a last resort, and they're often the ones that have the biggest transformations. So I've recorded this video to answer these questions and to help you see more clearly whether this is the best option for you. So here is why my mindset coaching approach can help you when everything else has fallen short. 1. Most coaching stays on the surface. Most general life coaching focuses on the conscious mind, the driver. They give you a new plan, a new to-do list, and a motivational pep talk. There's nothing inherently wrong with any of this. In fact, we will do some of this too. So what is the problem? The problem is that your conscious mind only controls about 5% of your daily behaviour. The other 95% is driven by your subconscious mind, the software. If your software is programmed with a bug, like a fear of failure or a limiting belief, no amount of conscious planning will override it. I don't just give you a new map. We go into the software and we fix the bugs using powerful coaching and NLP techniques. 2. We move beyond understanding to rewiring. Traditional talk therapy is excellent for gaining insight into why you are the way you are. However, insight doesn't always equal change. You can know exactly why you have performance anxiety and still feel your heart beating out of your chest before a big presentation or game. My approach uses self-directed neuroplasticity. We don't just talk about the problem. We use specific techniques to interrupt the old neural loops and physically strengthen the new ones. As the research by Dr. Jeffrey Schwartz shows, focused mental effort can physically rewire the brain's circuitry. We aren't just discussing your history, we are changing your biology for the better. 3. The missing link, implementation intentions. Now, many people fail because they have a goal but no system. You might have tried everything, but did you have a system that accounted for your brain's natural resistance to change? Research by the British Journal of Health Psychology showed that people with a goal alone failed 65% of the time. People with a specific when and where plan and implementation intention succeeded 91% of the time. We use the scientific framework that bridges the gap between wanting it and actually getting it done. How my clinical background will help you. Because I've spent 5 years as a clinical hypnotherapist at the time of recording this video in 2026, I have worked with the deep end of human behaviour, anxiety, phobias, and ingrained habits. Some coaches may back away when things get messy or deep. I don't. My clinical background means I have the tools to spot those subconscious blocks that others might miss. We aren't just trying harder, we are working smarter by using the most efficient tools available to the human mind. What do I need to do as your client to be successful? This is a big question, and it's one that often gets missed. And to answer it, we need to get really honest for a minute. So here goes. I am not a magician. I wish I was. You need to be willing to do the work. I will provide the tools and techniques, but ultimately it's on you if you want to change. I have seen time and time again when people say they want to make a change, but they don't really. They say they do, but when it comes to crunch time, they realize that they just don't want it enough. I only want to work with people who are highly motivated to change. If that's not you, then we're not a match, and that's okay. If you are willing to put in the effort and make the changes, here is what I require of you if you choose me to be your coach. Radical honesty. We can't fix a glitch if we can't find it or if you don't tell me about it. Things like self-sabotage or low self-esteem. I provide a completely non-judgmental space, but for the process to work, you must be willing to be honest with yourself and me about what's really holding you back. I don't need to know your life story, but I do need to know what those obstacles are. Active participation. Between our sessions, you will often have mindset homework. This will depend on what comes up in our sessions. For example, it could be specific NLP exercises or habit tracking tasks. These are designed to strengthen the new neural pathways that we've opened up. The rewiring happens in our sessions, but the solidifying happens in your daily life. To get the results you want, you need to commit to doing this work outside of our sessions. Openness to the process. Some of the tools we use might feel different to the tools you've tried before. To get a different result than you've had before, you have to be willing to try a different approach. That's why you need to be open to the process and willing to put in the effort. If you are looking for someone to fix you while you stay the same, I'm definitely not the right coach for you. But if you are ready to be an active participant in your own transformation, then let's get started. Ready to take the next step? Ready to explore how mindset coaching can help you achieve lasting change? If so, click the link in the description to go to my website where you can book your free, no obligation mindset strategy session with me. Not quite ready for a strategy session? Or subscribe to my monthly newsletter containing lots of free tips, blogs, and useful information. And of course, no spam ever. Click the link in the description to sign up. Still have questions about mindset coaching or my services? Or find answers to common questions on my FAQ page? And again, you can find the link in the description below. So that's the end of this video. Thank you for listening. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it interesting. And I hope to see you in another video very, very soon. Thank you and goodbye.